Welcome to the session 13, that is the component of natural environment. In that, we discuss about various biophysical components of the earth. The learning objective of this session is to study the various biophysical components of the earth and their impact on the business and business environment. After studying this session, the students will be able to understand the various biophysical components and their impact on the earth as well as business and business environment and for the business decisions. These various biophysical environments directly or indirectly influence in variety of manner for the development of the business and growth in the economy. This includes the common biophysical environment or marine environment, atmospheric environment, and terrestrial environment. In this common biophysical environments or components, living and non-living components both are when combined they form biophysical components. It is the zone of the earth where land, water, air interact with each other to support life. It includes all the factors that have an influence on the survival, development, and evolution of organisms. So these components includes or forms marine environment, atmospheric environment, and terrestrial environment. First, we discuss about marine environment. Saline or sea water present on the earth covers approximately 72% of the planet surface. The ocean contains 97% of the earth's water. It is the habitat of 230,000 known species of animals and aquatic plants. Here, this water marine environment broadly divided into three categories. One is surface water of the land, underground waters, and the ocean waters. The surface waters such as streams, ponds, lakes, and swamps are familiar to everyone. This surface water is very important for human being as well as industrial development also. Underground waters. The water occurs in the pores of the soil below the below this usually lies a water table. Still deeper, there is sometimes artesian water. All of this is mysterious to the average citizen, but groundwater constitute one of the society's bank account deposited through the ages by nature. Next, the ocean water. Most of the Earth's surface is water, not a land. No people, therefore, have altogether escaped the influence of the ocean. The degree of influence, however, varies markedly from region to region and from culture to culture, depending upon a number of factors. So, the important of these three types of water include first one, without water, life is as it exists on our planet is impossible. Without water, there is no living beings because food, water, and shelter are very important for human beings as well as animal beings. Without water, no people will live in the planet or surface of the land. So it is one of the essential basic requirement for all the living beings as well as non-living beings also for the balancing of ecosystem. Water, second point is water is an important medium in which all the biochemical reactions within a living organism and the other component of the environment like rock, soil, etc. occurs. For the formation of rock, soil and development of the land and growing of trees, plants, etc., as well as human beings and animal beings requires water. Without water, there is no formation of rocks, soils, and fertilized environment as well as ecosystem is not possible. Third point is the availability of water determines the nature composition and abundance of vegetarian and other forms of terrestrial life. Water vapor can effectively absorb long wavelength radiations and therefore it acts like a greenhouse gas and plays an important role in regulating the temperature of the earth's crust. Water can be retained in the soil due to high surface tension and the moisture retained in the soil therefore support vegetation. The low-lying region of the world, the river basins and land along seawaste is much more productive and nearly 90% of the world population is concentrated in these areas. Next, we discuss about terrestrial environment. The environment belonging to the land as opposite to the sea or air. It includes all the plants and animals grow up and develop on the surface of the earth. For example, humans, animals, and plants, crops, etc. This terrestrial environment basically divided into three categories. Those are rocks and minerals, soil, and landforms. First, we discuss about landforms. The physical relief feature of the land, that is, the landforms of the earth's surface, are another measuring stick for human society. The hills versus surface land is here obviously the key to the difference. Here, hilly regions are very suitable for development of growing of coffee or tea, etc. crops. Here, the hills are marked by poverty, lack of education, wooden shack, and log cabin homes, self sufficing agriculture, drab people, and somewhat archaic social conditions. On the opposite or contrary side is a land of large estates, lovely homes, education, wealth, beautiful peoples, fine horses, and commercial tobacco growing is the opposite character in the surface land. The characteristics of the surface relief of the land is here obviously the key to the difference. Next is rocks and minerals. Rocks, the rocks found on the Earth's crust are the three types. One is indigenous rocks, sedimentary rocks, metamorphic rocks, etc. So, indigenous rocks are formed by cooling and solidification of molten rock material called magma. Example, basalt. Sedimentary sedimentary rocks. This develops as a result of gradual accumulation, consolidation, and hardening brought about by wind and water. These rocks are characterized by the distinct sedimentary layers, example, shale sandstone. Metamorphic rocks are formed as a result of metamorphics of igneous and sedimentary rocks due to intense heat and high pressure. Example, marble slate. Beneath the surface of the earth, nature has been at work for 2 billion years or so, storing deposits of iron, copper, lead, zinc, gold, and other materials of metal, and more recently laying down beds of coal, petroleum, phosphates, and so forth. Nature, however, has been precious, bestowing her mineral favors very unequally and irregularly. Next is soil. Soil is well organized and highly complicated layer of the debris covering most of the earth's land surface, whether rocks, waters, plants, animals and bacteria have played a part in its making. Like grandmother's crazy quilt is the pattern of distribution of many varieties of soil over the earth. Each variety is good for different use, therefore, soil differences often produce profound social differences. Soil provides mechanical support to the planets. The porosity and moisture holding capacity of the soil enables it to retain rainwater or water flowing over or through it for long durations. Soil contain organic matter such as nitrifying bacteria, some microbes, and fungi and protozoans to maintain the fertility for plants and vegetarian to flourish. These are all the characteristics of soil and importance of soil. Next, the last one, atmospheric environment. Atmosphere, this is consists of a complex mixture of a number of gases, water vapors, and a variety of fine particular material. The Earth's atmosphere can be roughly divided into four major zones based on temperature. These zones are as follows. This is include the troposphere. This is the immediately above the Earth's surface and extends up to a height of 20 kilometers above and equator and 80 kilometers over the poles. The temperature may drop to 60 degrees Celsius at its upper extremely. Next is Stantopere. Stantosphere. It is about 30 kilometers in the thickness and is an important zone of the atmosphere as it contains the ozone layer. The temperature in this zone rises from 60 degrees Celsius to the 0 degrees Celsius. Next is Mesosphere. It is about 40 kilometers in thickness and this zone is characterized by gradual decline in temperature at about 90 degrees Celsius. Last one is the thermosphere. In this zone, the temperature increases with high and most of the constituents of this zone are in an ionized state. The importance of atmosphere. As life supports system, the atmosphere or air is important to us. First one is the structure and composition of atmosphere are suitable for healthy existence of the biosphere. Atmosphere regulates the temperature of the earth. This is due to the presence of gases which are capable of absorbing long wavelength radiations. Otherwise, no activities could be carried out due to extreme temperatures. The incoming solar radiations are filtered above the Earth's surface. Harmful ultraviolet rays are absorbed in the stratosphere by the vital ozone layer. These ultraviolet rays can severely damage life on Earth. So, these are severely damage the lives of human as well as animals as well as plants also. The temperature and pressure patterns regulate the abundance and composition of the biotic system or Earth. The atmosphere is a quick and effective media for transfer, transport, and dissemination of gases wastes. Last importance of atmosphere includes pollutants in the atmosphere are removed to a great extent due to snow, dew, or rain, which cleans the atmosphere. So, these pollutants in the atmosphere are removed to a great extent due to snow, dew, or rain, which cleans the atmosphere. These are all importance of atmosphere. And finally, we can conclude that various biophysical components are directly or indirectly impact have an impact on the business and business environment. Marine environment is very suitable for development of various seafoods, fishing, and other activities as well as surface water is suitable for agricultural activities. Underground water also useful for drinking water purpose as well as agricultural purpose and extracting certain minerals in the water is possible. So these are all the various biophysical environment and its components. These components include marine environment, atmospheric environment, and terrestrial environment. These three comprise of this biophysical environment as well as components very important to the society as well as growing of the nation. This will through this we can conclude that biophysical environment is very essential for growth of the economy.